Good morning. Good morning, Rod. Hello to you all. Let me scroll up here. There's a ton of people hanging out. Simon R. Super early. Good morning to you, man. Dylan. How you doing, brother? Good to see you doing more shows lately, man. Chaos is here. I hung out with him last night. Sharon is here. I just finished Rena's book yesterday. Hello to you. Hello to Sam. And to Big O. Sam had a good, by the way, Sam, had a late night show with a really awesome crew of people hanging out. So just shout out there. Hello, Big O. Hello to the boy who had 7. He's got Comic Gories Monday, so be ready. Going to be some big time players rolling through there. Let's see here. Who else we got? I see everybody saying hi to everybody. Gore, hello to you. And Gamma Rays Comics. Oh, I lost it there. There we are. Good morning, Gamma Rays.
Rod.
I said hello to Rod. He said he's going for his walk.
Down
Get that exercise in. You trying to beat me?
Mm-hmm.
Why? It's not a race. Hello, Michael and Riley. And Tacoma's in here. And Mike Sanchez, hello to you. And Backseat Driver and James Gallegos.
Hi, Sam.
Hello, Sam. Yes. Need to have you on my show, John. Hey, I'm happy to join. Definitely. If it's a Friday night show, next Friday I'm doing The Wire with the gang. But depending on what time it starts up, it could work. Hello to Alec from White Whale Comics. Hey, yo. Finally woke up in time for the show. That's hilarious. Aggressively relaxing. Good morning. How are you guys reading Empire? It's a good start. Okay, good. Because I was looking at it as I wasn't ready for another Marvel event, basically. So I was kind of passing on it. Superior Hero Reviews. Good morning to you. I mean, he was on for pretty much the whole time that Hack was going yesterday. I know that Hack had a long stream last night, really going crazy, hanging out with everybody. I feel like nowadays when you can fit 10 people on a live stream, it's a packed house. Hello, Kachun.
People.
Yeah, you can. It used to just be 6, right? 6 cameras, 3 and 3. But
that's
now it's
what
10.
you guys were talking about last night. Edwin was like, "You haven't tried 10?"
10 is a ton. It is a ton. Garage Selling has given me wonderful mental imagery. All right, there you go. And let's see here. Ruben Guzman is here. Good morning to you.
That emoji. Can I show it?
Sure.
That one before the
smiley
thumbs up.
One?
It's like,
yeah.
I like that.
You like that emoji?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
That's my favorite emoji.
We are slow rising this morning. I was up late last night, but then early this morning. So I didn't get a ton of sleep last night. I was up doing the hill exercise this morning.
Yesterday, we were in the pool and he lifted me on his shoulders and we were like,
yeah, I can still put Kate up.
Tall.
My girls have always liked to stand on my shoulders and then jump into the pool. It's always been a thing they've enjoyed doing. Hello to Biggie Shack. I was watching The Hunt while I was on my walk this morning. Hello to Robert Galvin. I gotta watch your show. I think it's you got a show coming up tonight.
But
Beckett's in the chat. Your cousin. What's up, Beckett?
Hi.
How you doing, bud?
But so yesterday he did it and we were like together we're like 11 feet or 12.
Well, I'm you're not counting my head because you're on my shoulders. Mm-hmm. So let's say that your dad is a little under 6 feet when you do that, right?
No,
But we haven't tried this move with Kate
me for a really long time.
because she's just big, and so it's hard to get her up there and hold her, balance
But
her.
we
When
did
she's so I put her on one shoulder, and then she has to kind of like stand. It's tricky. So getting
Charlie's
that
still
jump.
sleeping.
Yeah, Biggie. She's the
She's
the sleepier one. She's the late starter for my girls. Always have been. Yeah, I got some oldies, some 90s, a lot of 90s kind of stuff going on across here. Mostly.
Wait. Sam said that he's been watching those morning walks.
Yeah.
Do you like live stream some of them?
I do the way down. On the way up, I think I'm just huffing and puffing so bad. I'm struggle busing my way up. So the way back down, I usually am cool down. It's the cool down, so I'm willing to like chat and hang out with people. CGC is here. What's up, man? CGC Song Too Crazy. Good to see you, man.
Wait, I have a question. Is there a way to change your channel name?
There is, yeah.
Because I've been trying to do it on one of my accounts, and it's really annoying.
It's complicated and it's challenging, yeah. But it is possible. It's free. Okay. They just don't make it easy for you to find it. You got to go into your settings, and it's complicated. They don't want everybody just doing it one step at a time. Yeah, I agree. Kirk is here, and Big Will. There's Big Will, and there's Kirk. Good morning to you two. So we're chilling today. I think we're gonna swim in the pool a bunch. I'm planning on doing some yard work a ton. And I got to prepare my classes in the next couple of weeks. Oh, man.
Yeah, my friend might come over.
Maybe.
For a
and D&D says Alec, tomorrow is D&D. You betcha. We got a D&D show tomorrow, and I have a show tonight. I should be doing another one of my drinks and movies shows tonight. It's sort of like every weekend I'm either doing The Wire or I'm doing the drinks and movies. So tonight I should be, provided that Bearded Comic Bro is ready, we should be doing a movies and drinks show tonight. Fingers crossed. Hopefully that'll work. Hello, Second Street. How you doing? Okay. Mm-hmm. You want to share a book? Mm-hmm. Okay, got it.
I want to save my best one to the last because it's my favorite. But
go for it.
I reread this one.
Lucky Luna.
Yeah, I think I'm running out of books to share, but that's okay.
You're not running out of books to share. Trust me,
I think I've shared this one, but a long time ago.
Okay.
So this one is in every chapter. It kind of teaches you Spanish. Every chapter is like la guitarra, and then it says guitar in hand, like it underlines it or puts it in bold.
So,
and then you,
so whatever the name of the chapter is in Spanish, they give you the word in the first sentence or whatever.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so it's all about a girl who hates some of her cousins, and she has hundreds of cousins.
Okay.
Tons of.
So there's some that she get along with, and some that she doesn't get along with.
Yeah. But so basically, one that she really doesn't get along with is Claudia. And so they're all, I think they're Mexican. Yeah, they're Spanish. But anyway, so in it, they kind of like, at the beginning, there's like a quinceañera. Sorry if I'm saying this super wrong, like quinceañera. But like, she was not, Luna was not invited to be in one of the maids of honor or anything. But her least favorite cousin was. And Claudia is in the restroom door, and Claudia was just being rude all night. So she locks her in the restroom with a chair. It's not smart. And she finally gets out after like 10 minutes. And so then she gets in big trouble, and she has to stop wearing hats for a month because she likes wearing hats because she has a white streak in her hair.
Gotcha.
And so she always puts it under her hat and then does that the whole day. So she has all kinds of hats, and then that's like the worst kind of grounding that she could get. And then Claudia is coming to her school, transferring to her school.
Okay.
So they kind of like start to friend each other almost. Befriend each other. And then like they kind of like go back and forth. So.
Okay. So what do you like about it?
I really like that it teaches you some Spanish, and it's really funny, and like you can actually feel the anger. Like sometimes I will jump in the air, I'll be like,
So the emotions are powerful.
mm-hmm.
The foreign language is kind of cool. The culture kind of stuff is cool.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Before I do my first book review, I realize I should mention that I finished reading Rena's book. In fact, it's in my backpack.
Was it good?
I'll have to grab it in a little bit.
Get it? Where is it?
I think my backpack is right over here somewhere. I finished reading Isle of Dark. And so I read Rena's book, and it's really fun. And she is, I mean, there's no way I could have written a book that good when I was her age. Not a chance in the world. So this is Rena's book right here. Sorry, I think it's still got my bookmark in it. I finished reading it just yesterday. She's got an amazing talent, considering I don't even want to guess how young she is, that she's already got her first book published. So congrats to her, and thank you for sharing this and letting us all have a chance to buy it. And it was awesome to support a young upcoming writer like that. So that was kind of cool. That was very enjoyable. So shout outs to you, Rena.
I like the cover.
Yeah, that was her friend's art, I want to say, right?
The green, the mountain almost looks like the Emerald City.
I think it's a forest.
Yeah, but the coloring almost looks like it's the green Emerald City.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, she's talking about this portion right here.
Yeah, you see it from far away, but like I can see that it's a forest, like with the texture and stuff. Yeah.
So back to comics. Sorry, I read this. They're calling it an extended cut of God Loves, Man Kills, the original classic Claremont graphic novel, which is, if I'm remembering correctly, and I've got it in one of these boxes, is a wide, magazine edition. So I'm kind of bummed they didn't man up and make these magazine size. I'm kind of bummed that they made them kind of small. How do you find time to read novels? I kind of did have to ignore a lot of other stuff, but I did get it done. I wanted to make sure I got that done for Rena. So I was a little bummed that they went with the smaller size. It's a great story. It's just a wonderful, powerful X-Men story that they used a lot for the X1 and X2. Pulled a ton from this for sure. They also added a little introduction scene to the story, and I'm sure they're going to add some more maybe to the finale of the book when they finish it up. So it's worth reading if you've never read God Loves, Man Kills. It's a great. You can find the graphic novel. You should definitely buy it. Or if you have Marvel Unlimited, you should read it on there because it's really great.
I like that cover.
We'll get to that one in a second. Biggie was asking how Charlie's doing. She's fine. She's just asleep. I think she's just out like a light right now. She might wake up, and this is her normal wake up time. She's just like dozing.
She's probably in there not wanting to go on. She's probably just tired.
She's probably just sleepy. Yeah.
That's what I do. I woke up at like 7:30 and I said no.
So just so you know, Michael, this there's no trade paperback because this was originally released as a graphic novel. It's one of those Marvel graphic novels, which are like magazine size books, basically. They were never individual issues. So what they've done is they split the original story into 2 issues, and they've added a little material to both of them. Hello, Werewolf by Lunchtime. But it's kind of cool. I mean, it's like all the great original ideas for Magneto and how he feels about the way humans are treating mutants. And it's really cool. And you can find them for reasonable prices. I have a mid-grade copy that I got, and I don't remember paying all that much for it. But I don't see them in shops very much. I see them on eBay, and I see people selling them in Instagram and stuff like that, maybe. Hello, Old Wolf. Good morning to you. Lots of wolves in the chat right now. So, worth the time. Ooh, sounds like the crows are going crazy outside. I don't know if you guys can hear all that. Maybe if you're wearing headphones, you can hear it. I don't know. All right, Gators, what's your second book?
It's called Camp. I really enjoyed this book, but it's
Is that a
also really
Talgemeyer?
annoying. No.
Okay.
But she also wrote another book that we have called Click.
Okay.
Yeah, Click and Camp. But so this one
This is a graphic novel, right?
Yeah, it's a graphic novel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So basically it's Olive and her friend Willow. They're going to camp, and Olive is very like out there, and Willow's very like introverted. Almost.
Extroverted, introverted. Okay.
Yeah, they're an interesting, and their moms are the same as them, so they're interesting couple. Not couple, but like interesting pair. And so they're in the same cabin together, and so Willow gets really upset because Olive wants to hang out with other people. Like she's, for example, she's
making new friends.
And she gets really mad, even though, like, look, she's so upset there when that girl's braiding her hair, and then she's like, "Hey, can you do mine next?" And she's never asked to do it. And she's kind of feeling lonely, even though she could join in, but she doesn't want to.
Right.
And that is really annoying for me because that's not Olive's fault. That's Willow's fault. Like, Olive could help her, but Willow's the one who has to push herself out there. And then so later, they're still like talking together and stuff. And she gets really upset about this. And then she keeps apologizing to her. But it's really annoying because I don't feel like she should apologize because none of that's Olive's fault. The point of going to camp is making new friends and trying new things. So that's Willow's fault. And then later, they're at the dance. They're at a dance, and basically in it, one of the boys asks her to dance. And so Olive is next to Willow, and they're talking. And so she's like, "And you want to dance with me?" She's like, "I am okay." And then Willow's like, "No." And she's like, "What? No. Is everything okay?" "No. Olive wants to abandon me again to go dance with Max." "Abandon you? Would just be one dance with Max." "And what am I supposed to do while you're gone? You could dance with me while I'll dances with Max. Come on, it'll be fun." "No." And then she just walks off. But it's really annoying.
I just found the graphic novel deal for $9. Go to my LCS Monday if it's there. Yeah, some LCSs will have the like large magazine size books in its own. Like my LCS has two long boxes just of the magazine size comics and things. So there's a bunch of that in there for sure. You can find that kind of stuff for sure. I think I just saw the drama, right? Yeah. Oh well, I think that's always been the way, right? There's always that kind of stuff. That's always been the stuff that I think you tend to like, right? Is the stuff with like friend drama you find interesting.
Not in real life, but in fake life, yes.
Maybe both.
But like, seriously. And then at the end, they make up, and I'm like, you guys should not be friends.
Is there a sequel?
No, not yet. But I think Willow and Olive should be fired from best friends. They should be friends with other people.
Well, it does sound like she has some growing to do. Mm-hmm. But I can also understand people that are very shy being very frustrated when they see opportunities to mingle but not being able to really know how to do it. But I mean, it's not a good way to handle it. It's not a good way to handle it.
But like, it was really... Go ahead.
No, Big Will. I'm just pointing at what he's talking about.
So like, it was really annoying because in the first book, Olive was the one that was like... Olive was the one that was getting left out.
Right.
So now Willow's getting the same feeling. And if that's how you guys act, because at home, they're separated. And here, they're still separated, but sometimes they're together because they argue constantly. But like, they should not be friends. It's not a good...
Not a good match.
No.
You okay? You need a deep breath? A cleansing breath?
I don't like deep breaths. I like tiny breaths. I don't like mindfulness, and deep breaths match into mindfulness.
That's because it's challenging.
Yes, but I need mindfulness.
Yeah.
But I don't like mindfulness because it's so boring.
It's like vegetables.
Uh-huh.
I need
No, I
the
like vegetables.
I need the vegetables, but I don't
My
wanna eat
friend
them.
literally calls us the carrot family.
And you like Kalamata olives too.
Mm.
Big olive families, bat family here. I don't like deep breaths. I'm rolling over here. I like quick breath.
I like tiny.
I like hyperventilating. Like a dog.
Okay, this is really random, but whenever I I can almost. It's like the same when you brush your teeth with like a mint, and then you take it out and you're like breathing cold air almost.
Right.
It feels like it's cold. I like that feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the end of that, but okay.
I like the feeling of it when you take your toothbrush out and then you like spit and everything, and then you're like,
it feels
it's
venti
all
fresh.
cold. Like
yes.
if you, it's all.
It's a good lesson in and of itself. Everyone will feel left out of something at some point in their life. Good point, Jeff. Well said. I'll click on that real quick, but then I also have to click on 90 because Chad is here. Hello, man. Soccer and baby duties. I get it, man. I get all that. I'm happy that she likes breathing, says Old Wolf. So that is a good book, pulled emotion out of you. Good book, good stuff. There you go. Well said. This is the last time in a little while that I can share one of these, but Lois Lane ended this week.
Was it good when it ended?
I thought it was great. And I'll probably buy some kind of a graphic novel form for this.
Can I read it, or is it too?
I don't see why you couldn't. So this is the 12th of 12 issues for the Lois Lane run. And I would argue that this was more of an epilogue than it was like a finale. I think that the final issue of Lois Lane, as far as the climactic kind of action-packed whatever, was issue 11. And all the crazy exciting violence and stuff happens in issues 10 and 11. And issue 12 is like the epilogue, the conclusion, where Lois is publishing all the things that she's learned and dealing with the repercussions of everything that comes out of her investigation. So I really enjoyed this storyline. Lots of good action. And for me, the combination of, I love Renee Montoya, I like Lois Lane. The combo is really kind of cool. These ladies who don't take any guff from anybody, can handle themselves, and as a team are really awesome. I don't remember who the writer is, Comic Book Fever. I don't remember. No, I'm not going to spoil anything, Werewolf. No spoilers. But Renee Montoya and Lois Lane, that's really what you need to know as far as the key elements of this story. And again, you still get some of the cool superpower, like supernatural kind of stuff, but it's definitely a look at investigative journalism. That's kind of the focus, is investigative journalism. Mostly from John.
Daddy?
I am one of the few people that's promoting this a ton. And it's Greg Rucka, just for you, buddy. I just wanted to say it again. But worth checking out, especially if you have it on the DC app. The DC app, I think, has the first couple issues. So, every month they're going to add the rest, hopefully, so you can get into all these.
But the cover looks like the thing you did with your students.
Right? Yeah, where it's got like the silhouette. There's like a silhouette of a person, and inside of it you have all this imagery. Right? Mm-hmm. For sure. Because Lois is looking back at this whole story, and she's finally publishing all the things that she's learned in the newspaper. So it feels more like an epilogue. Issue 12 is not like this action-packed climactic moment. It's the aftermath, kind of like some TV series, Game of Thrones or whatever, will have the big episode, and then the episode right after it is still part of that season, but the final episode of the season is more like a wrap up, not like a climactic anything.
back cover, and I like the storm in that cover.
Which one? This one right here with She-Hulk and Captain Marvel.
I like.
Shout out to Lady Fantastic. She bought that issue and posted it, and I was like, "That is a cool looking cover for Avengers #1." And so I went out and grabbed one.
But I also like the uncanny.
Lady Fantastic put me onto this cool cover.
Wait, so what does uncanny mean?
What do you mean?
What does uncanny mean? Because there's a
unbelievable,
uncanny, right?
Unbelievable.
But like the uncanny X-Men. Storm looks really cool here. Her lips.
I was looking at this because I was like, wait, it doesn't say uncanny on there. And then I realized you were looking at something else over here.
Sorry.
Storm's hair, her mohawk.
Yeah, everything just pops on her.
It's a good cover. Issue 180. It's a great cover.
Okay.
Rucka's Star Wars books. See, I haven't read enough Star Wars. I definitely need to check out some of that stuff. I think he's a way underrated writer. There's lots of good stuff for sure. Yeah, he's the reason I want to read read that too.
Okay.
All right. Kate's got her third book.
I'm going to share the second book in the series instead.
Okay, we can talk about the series in general too.
It's called The Elite. It's called The Selection, but the second book is called The Elite. And it's by Kira Cass, and she's really, really cool. So she basically...
So this is a series of books called The Selection?
Yeah.
Okay. By Kira Cass?
Probably... there's some parts where it's like a lot of smoochy, so I'd probably say I'm like 13, but I read it this year, so thank you. But so it's an interesting thing. It's called The Selection because there's a prince in the kingdom of Ilya. I think it's Ilya. It's like Illea.
Okay.
And so I think it's Ilya. And so it's really weird, and it is basically the Prince Maxon basically has blonde hair and brown eyes, and he is going to bring 35 girls to the palace from all around the kingdom that were picked at random, and one of them is named America. Her name is America Singer. Mom thought, oh my what is this book? Because she thinks it's bad, but I think it's pretty interesting.
Anyone watch the show Old Guard? It's a movie, I think, right? I hear it's really good. Yeah, I want to check it out tonight at some point for sure. Kate will read many books in a week. Absolutely. How many books do you think you read this week?
I don't want to count.
Okay, don't knock over an name.
But I read all of these in 1 week.
All of the
selection
series.
They're all about this thick.
Yeah, she read that whole series.
Because I love them. But like basically, so he is supposed to like go on dates with all of them, and so the first time he meets America, she actually is having trouble breathing. So she wants to go outside, but you're not allowed to go outside, otherwise the rebels could attack. And then she would be really unsafe. So Prince Maxon opens the doors for her.
Okay.
Because he's nice. And lets her go outside. And he's like, are you all right, my dear? And she's like, don't call me my dear. She gets really upset. Because she liked someone before this. And then he broke up with her when she got selected for the selection. So, and he gets stationed as a guard.
Jeff is right. I wanted to look it up as well. So it's uncanny, having or seeming to have a supernatural or inexplicable basis beyond the ordinary or normal, extraordinary, mysterious, arousing superstitious fear or dread, uncomfortably strange. There you go. That's uncanny.
What about canny?
And then canny, which I looked up as well. Oh, go away. Close. Oh my God. I gotta wait for this ad. Close. The ad says careful, cautious, prudent.
The canny X-Men.
Astute, shrewd, knowing, skilled, frugal, thrifty.
Frugal, that's a good word.
So these are connected to the word canny versus uncanny, right?
But so then basically before this election, this guy came and gave her all the rules, and one was you can't refuse Maxon for anything, which is not fair and kind of disgusting, honestly.
He's the prince guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she tells him that after he gets close to her, and she gets scared. She like meets him in the royal jewels. That's what she calls them. And he's like yelps. And then the guards come out and they're like, "Are you okay, sir?" And he's like, "Yes, go away." It's really funny. But then so then she tells him about the thing, and it's really funny. But so basically the big part in this one is that the rebels attack a lot. There's northern and southern rebels.
Okay.
And so the southern rebels are more violent.
Okay.
But the northern rebels seem like they just want to mix stuff up and like steal books. They only steal books. It's because they want to steal the creator of the country's diaries. They're hidden there. So they're looking for them. And so in this one, America is she has a very bad temper. So she gets mad at Maxon constantly. And it's really annoying. Their relationship will be perfect
if.
And then she'll get mad when she sees him with another girl, even though that's his job right now. Yeah. He's trying to find a wife.
But she just wants to be picked.
She doesn't want to be picked. She's scared of the throne.
But you know they're going to end up together,
obviously.
Right? So she does want to get picked in some way, right?
Yeah, but she still kind of likes the other guy that she broke up with before. So she's, yeah. But basically...
torn between two men.
But anyways, so in this one, the main scene is that they have a caste system in this. And she is a 5, but when you are in the selection, you turn into a 3. And royals are 1s, and 8 is the lowest you can be.
Okay.
And in this one, they have to give a presentation that's what they would do as queen, their main focus. And she said eliminating the castes. Is that it?
I think it's called a caste system. Yeah.
Yeah, castes.
With an E on the end.
Castes, yeah. And the king is really mad about that. And he's a bad king. He is a bad king. And so he gets really mad at her. He turns the cameras off and then pulls her into a room with Max and starts talking and getting really upset. And then, so he basically, Maxon defends her. And then what happens is that she gets thrown out of the room and she just walks back to her room and she's gonna go for a walk to the gardens, trying to figure out if she did something stupid or not. And she did, but whatever. And then Maxon, she bumps into Maxon because he just came out of the hospital wing.
Okay.
And she bumps into him and he's carrying this metal box and he yelps a lot, more intense than it should have been because it wasn't that bad of a collision.
Okay.
And so then what happens is that the rebels start attacking.
Right then.
Yes.
Right when she crashes into him.
Right after she crashes into him. He drops the box and they pick it up and they talk for 2 seconds. And then the people, they sound the alarm and they start ringing the bells and stuff. And so a guard comes up to him and picks them both up and Maxon screeches again.
Okay.
Which is really weird. And he drops it again. And then he's like, I can't make it downstairs. And then he's sweating and stuff. So they put him in this hidden door. And
this is very elaborate. I don't know how much of this do we need? What's the can we get to the gist?
I know it's right here. But so they're in the room together and they're completely locked. It's just America and Maxon. And the mechanism is that someone can unlock it from the outside with a key, inside with the key, or it will unlock after 48 hours. So Maxon has a key from the inside, so he can unlock it when the alarm stops sounding. And so he's sweating and stuff, and he's having trouble sitting up and stuff. So then America's like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "No." And then she takes his jacket off, and his shirt is soaked in blood. So she takes his shirt off because it's weird, and looks at his back, and there are slashes from a whip from his father. His dad whips him.
Gotcha. Okay, so the point was the whipping. Okay.
And That's why he was carrying the metal box. It has bandages and stuff in it. But his mom doesn't know. Queen doesn't know. So that part's really sad. And then they all die.
So I'm going to see how to pronounce this word. I think it's pronounced cast. Let's see what the dictionary says. Oh, it's not doing it. Darn it.
You have it on Don't Disturb.
Where?
If you do your ringer, remember?
Yeah, it's not doing it. Drat. I was hoping that would be working. I was like all ready for it. There it is.
Cast.
That scared me.
Cast. Cast.
Cast.
It almost says hast.
Yeah, she's kind of muted there at the beginning. All right, so it is cast. I was saying it right. Okay, go. Hello, comic book poser. I don't know how V for Vendetta is. I would have to check that comic out. I've got the graphic novel, but another good dystopian future kind of thing. Lost Stars is a book that I think girls will like. It's from the perspective of two friends growing up and joining the Empire, meaning the Star Wars Empire. Ooh, interesting.
I'm wiggling.
You are wiggly. All right, my last book, somebody mentioned it before, is Alienated. Issue 4 dropped this week, and I am loving this. I even did a post on my Instagram just about how good this story has gotten. I would say issue 1, I was like, it's got a lot of promise. I'm really enjoying this. And issue 2, I was like, oh, now they're taking this in some kind of fun new directions. Issue 3 made me go, okay, wow. There's some heavy, heavy, powerful stuff going on here. And issue 4 is right there with issue 3. You get a lot of teenage issues, stuff relating to the 13 Reasons Why, that amazing, amazing book. So I think if you enjoyed 13 Reasons Why, the TV series or the novel or both, you would enjoy Alienated. But instead of the audio tapes, it's science fiction as the device in the story that kind of makes it all work. So I definitely recommend Alienated if you haven't checked it out. Well, Charlie, did you want to come over and say hello, or you want to eat?
Steele's French toast.
You gonna nibble on a French toast while we're sitting here?
Can I nibble on one too? They look really delicious. Again. I'm gonna go steal one.
I was making some French toast this morning, so that's what I grabbed.
I smell it.
Anything by Claudia Gray is good Star Wars for the girls. Okay, nice, says Chaos. There you go. V is OV rated, says Joey. Bag of sevens. I like V for Vendetta a bunch. 777, bag of sevens. How's the French toast? It's good. Good French toast. Right.
I smelled it when I came in here and had to get one.
Yeah. Okay. See? Everybody saying hello. Sam, Big Will, Michael, Riley. There she is. Biggie Shack was wondering where you were. Because he always likes to see what Charlie's banger,
Will.
what's in Charlie's bangers. You know, she's got those banger books.
Big Will. Daddy, isn't it Big Will?
No, it's Biggie Shack that was asking about her this morning. You got some French toast in your eyebrow.
That's nice.
Claudia did Lost Stars. Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah. So you've been reading anything good in your banger box there, Charlie? Any of those older books you've been enjoying?
I read the one that we got for an AOK.
Okay.
That was about the Blossom family.
The Blossom family.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this a DC book or a Marvel book?
It's an Archie.
An Archie book?
Yeah. And it's a little creepy, but it's kind of about how their parents do these creepy things where they have the circle and the triangle in it, and they have the bowls of blood and stuff. Yeah, it's
so
really weird.
Some kind of witchcraft kind of stuff.
One of the since they're twins, one of them has to get the like the name, the magic name of who's like the worst, doing bad things. But they because they give blood to whoever they're doing the things to. So there's this name that they both want. So they're trying to do good things, but then they turn into bad things.
Interesting.
And Cheryl does a really weird thing because she sees Reggie doing picking on Dilton. So she invites Dilton to a party and says, "Reggie, go, shoo shoo." And then Reggie doesn't come though to the party.
Okay.
And then she takes Dilton, and he says, "Aren't we going? We're going to ruin your party." And then because they're walking away from it into the forest, and she says, "No, the party is just the beginning." And then they walk in. She says, "I have a surprise for you. You'll love it." And then it's Reggie being tied up to a tree, and she gives him a knife and says, "I dare you."
Oh, geez. This sounds scary. You liked it, though?
Yeah, it was good.
I like to see them drawn like not how they are in the old film.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is the newer Archie stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Some of the more mysterious, science fiction-y, scary stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like the TV series Riverdale.
Mm-hmm.
Riverdale.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get that. Gore does know his stuff, man. I absolutely agree. Thank you, Robert Galvin. And he's got a show coming up later tonight. You guys should check out Late Night, Robert Galvin's Nerdy Collective. Thanks, Charlie, for a little bit of an update there. Ready to get on to more breakfast stuff? All right. We're going to bounce out of here. Blossom is definitely horror, says Chaos and Comics. He counts it as horror, scary stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you liked it. Or you don't like it.
I liked it. It was scary, but I liked seeing them drawn in a different way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the details.
You think Beckett is still here?
Beckett, if you're still here, Kate says hi.
Please say something.
Charlie says hi.
Too.
Charlie says hi. Blossom 666, is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Chaos and Comics. He knows everything, man.
I think it's because he gave it to us.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
You sure? I don't think so.
When we were on Rod's Shoutout Show.
Also, John, you are so right. Free Tibet. With a purchase of another Tibet of equal or greater value is what that's what the fine print says.
Read the fine print.
You got to read the fine print.
Wait, it says
Free Tibet with purchase of another Tibet of equal or greater value.
Beckett, say hello.
He must not be here, sweetie.
it's okay.
But we're not going to be here either because we're going to head out. Simple Simon is here, but we are not a whole lot longer. We're going to say goodbye. We're going to get on with our day.
Question for Charlie. I'll ask on IG.
Okay. He's got a question to ask for you.
Mm-hmm.
You tricked me. No, I mean, obviously, yeah. It's a nice play, but yeah, obviously, yeah. I have feelings about Tibet. Most splendiferous.
Sounds like a Dr. Seuss word.
Or it sounds like
Doesn't
a
it?
spell you would do.
Mushrooms on toast. I'll pass on that.
It sounds like, oh yeah, because you can't eat mushrooms.
Well, sure.
But that splendiferous sounds like a spell you do in Harry Potter to make someone happy or have a splendid day. Splendiferous.
Ooh, it sounds like a spell, yeah. All right, everybody, have a splendiferous day, and we'll catch you later.
Bye.